Hello, everybody. Hello. Hey!
That's not exactly what I thought this intro was gonna be.
Like,
All I heard for everybody who doesn't know, all I heard was our intro in 3, 2, and I'm like, and then he says, "Hello, people." I was like, whoa.
no, I made it out like you did that one time.
Hey, whoa.
I think yours is a little bit more extreme though. But mine was
Mine
like, "Hey guys, how's it going?"
Mine was very bad last time. I think I saw the footage of it last time.
Mm.
And I realized as I looked at my face, I was like, yo, I was gone. I was like, and then once I came back, I was right back in it. But I was like, oh shit.
Mm. But hey guys, how's it going? My name is Justin.
And I'm Philip.
And you're watching and or listening to episode 462 of DangIT Prodcast. Welcome back, everybody. We are now within the season of Summer Game Fest, which is going to have to be the E3.
This kind of was E3, so it really makes sense.
Yeah.
My boy Keely out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He does exceptional job just like doing a lot of hosting. I think he's at a point where like a lot of his language really kind of like is geared towards like us as the like gaming enthusiasts. I've noticed a lot of like keywords that he would use, like, you know, like something like legacy. I heard that one. And as well as just kind of like lead towards like certain questions that a lot of people like. He just has a good like foothold on like where he is as far as the industry, but he also knows like where our side of things are, what we specifically want. So that's to say, oh, go ahead.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah,
it was a fun show. We'll probably get into that soon, but it was a fun show.
Yes, but Phil, how have you been?
Good.
Good.
I've been chilling. Been excited about the showcases. It's summer. It's the summer of Summer Game Fest, I guess. But it's the summer, like, so this is what I live for. New game announcements, baby. This is what I live for. The hype.
Yes, I'm really excited too. I've been all right this past week. Well, actually, you know what? It's been a good week now that I look back on it. Honestly, it's been obviously me going through Tears of the Kingdom. Like, it's one of those games that like I'm just taking kind of like a sweet like approach to it. There's I talked about it yesterday, but Pokemon TCG had their new expansion, so I bought a couple things like yesterday. I'll probably try to open them up later tonight. And then it was Thursday that I was actually I was away from town. It was actually like the day of Summer Game Fest, so I wasn't able to really watch it live. But I heard the news like via Twitter, and I watched it like yesterday, so I got like a gist of that.
I definitely didn't watch it live either. I was at work. Jeff, you could have started it at 1:30. I would have been fine. But I was keeping up with the updates. I ended up watching it from half of Day of the Devs, and then I finished it with Devolver Digital, and then and then I went back and watched the entire Summer Game Fest.
Oh yeah. I kind of, in hindsight, I kind of wish I watched it like a little bit more of a surprise and not like really tuned in for Twitter. I just like I posted like a couple of videos about like certain games like that showed up, but it was one of those things where it's like I know that this was here because like people were like really shouting over social media about it, so it's not too big of a jump, but it is what it is. I did I'm currently trying to like dispute something with the full like reaction thing. As you probably would have guessed, Summer Game Fest as well as any other live event will most likely have a lot of copyrighted material included in there. And it's kind of up to you whether or not you want to take that risk and like do whatever editing that needs to be done. I only got one like specific claim, but it's kind of a weird one. It's where like there's no audio that you could really like, hey, that's something specific. It's just talking. So
really?
I'm disputing it. According to the guidelines and the rules, essentially like 24 hours after or 48 hours after you posted your dispute, it will go live. Otherwise, it depends on like the third party to like act out later. So it might go live later on. But I have that ready. So
That's a weird thing, but all right.
yeah. So
You would think it'd be like John Carpenter's Toxic Commandos, where it's like they started
yeah,
using Bon Jovi.
yeah. I didn't get hit with that, and more importantly, I just kind of like just paid attention to any specific like bit of material that I could hear, and just like muted it whenever I got the chance. So there's just me actively just trying to act on that, but there's some things that do slip through. It's just weird that was a weird one. that was the one that got me. So yeah,
Well, I mean, the copyright claims are weird.
yeah, for sure. And I only bring this up one because it's super weird, but I think it should be in the realm of knowledge for everybody, just in case they want to like try something like this. But also, just for our sakes, our experience like going forward for tomorrow, which is the Xbox Showcase
Oh,
Plus, or Starfield's Direct. We're planning something out. We'll probably talk about that more in detail later on in the podcast, but that was just something I wanted to bring out there. I know that there was a couple other things we want to kind of address within this past week before we jumped into just like all that. Um,
there was a lot this week.
I want to talk something real quick. It's not too gaming orientated, but I definitely want to just talk to you about it, just like really briefly. It was the Apple
Okay.
keynote.
Oh, oh boy.
You probably know where I'm going to go with this one.
Well, I mean, it did happen at the beginning of the week, so I can't not avoid it.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
just a quick summary. Like the Apple keynote, typically just gives you like general updates as far as like their software, their products, and that also entails new ones would be released in the near future. And one of them was something we weren't really expecting.
Jesus Christ.
It's called the Apple Vision Pro. It's
It
yours to
hell
have early next year, so long as you
free.
pay $3,500.
Oh my god. For the low sum of 33,499 US American dollars, yes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yes.
it was so funny to see people's reaction online. Obviously, you got memes up the wazoo. My favorite one was actually someone like who's actually there, and they just show the reaction of everyone's responses the moment they see that like low, like, or not low, but that like that pricing, and everyone's collective like like disapproval.
For
Sounds
real,
exact.
dude.
It's the exact same sound that you get when you fail a challenge in Super Smash Bros. Melee. Failure. Oh.
Failure. Oh, dude, I loved that that video where everybody just sighs. It was so funny. It had me rolling, dude. My goodness.
But yeah. One of the interesting things that people will like respond with it was just like weird tweets about like I guess a kind of like a comparison between like the 3,500 versus like all these different like game subscriptions, and of course like I think it also needs to be like well known that like when you invest in like a product like that, it's not just for like one singular thing, like similar to how like oh you want like say like an iPhone for like the camera, like well you get the entire like everything, the entire ecosystem within it. So for anyone who is
Mm.
interested, just know that it shouldn't just be for like that possible experience with gaming, which I don't really think is going to really be that strong versus like getting a traditional console or a PC. But yeah, just know that when you do invest in something like that, it's also that whole like operating system and everything that comes with it. Having said that, like,
Yeah.
I don't know like how they're justifying well, there are a couple things that could justify the pricing, whether it be like the multiple cameras like built in and just the new hardware incorporated and just like all that other stuff. But yeah, just want to bring that up.
Yeah, no. That I saw it and like it's so weird too. Like they
They
look out of place, like design wise.
does it look familiar?
Oh my god. A little bit, but it also just looks like you're going skiing, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, yeah. But like $3,500. Are you kidding me? Who's gonna buy that? I need to know who's actually gonna buy one.
I think honestly, just like a lot of enthusiasts, any specifically reviewers, especially
Listen,
whether they get
listen.
something new or not.
I'm a Apple whore. I get it. All right, I have an iPhone. It's fine. But Jesus Christ, dude. I have a limit. That's one of them. That's right there. I was like, stop me right there.
Mm. But
And it's kind of funny, huh? Because that was like
Hmm.
one of the only things they announced there. Because there's like gaming section.
Yeah, yeah, there was
Yeah.
actually. Yeah,
Kojima himself showed up.
yeah. What was it?
That was so weird. It was for Death Stranding, the Mac version.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, that was so funny.
Like,
Whoa.
okay. I was like, yo, my boy Kojima's here? What is going on? But it happened.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Was that on Monday?
I think so. Yeah, it was on the 5th.
Oh, it's Sunday. Huh. Yeah.
Was it on Sunday?
Yeah, because today's the 10th.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that I believe this also came out this past week. If not, I may have just added some old notes, but it was about the NSO.
It did. I was gonna say Monday. I was gonna do it in order. So like, yeah,
Gotcha.
Apple was first, and then Nintendo was Monday. So Nintendo over here just dropping random NSO updates just without warning. And this is the second update for the main base NSO in a row that has the exact same structure. So I guess going forward, this is something we should expect. But they dropped base $20 a year NSO update, which is good. That's a good thing. I want them to keep it updating that base, not just the expansion pack. What was actually part of it. And this seems to be the structure they're gonna go for, and I kind of like it. It's fine. It works. One NES game, one Super Nintendo game, and then 2 Game Boy games. Granted, these ones specifically were Game Boy Color. So, but for NES, we got Mystery Tower? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, yeah. It
Listen,
was just a very like plain name.
It's a Famicom game, so it was something we never got in America.
Oh.
I did try it. It's apparently a Namco game.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's an old Namco game. I tried it. It's it's a puzzle platformer, but like very heavy on puzzle. You get a certain amount of moves to move like a block, and it's just getting to the exit. Simple in concept. That's fine. It's not amazing. The music's kind of repetitive. It's very cryptic. Like there's only 3 things: left, right, and a move button, and like an action button. That's it.
Okay.
You have to work with what's there. It's really interesting. It's I would not say it's the worst game I've ever played. That's a far stretch. But it's definitely not amazing. I mean, it's kind of hard to be like that game when Solomon's Key is literally sitting in the same app, and it's kind of the same kind of style.
Oh.
Like Solomon's Key and Fire and Ice, they're both in that app, and they're both same kind of gameplay style where it's puzzle platformer, figure out how to exit. It's not amazing compared to those. So definitely the weakest of the bunch, unfortunately. And NSO keeps getting, or NES keeps getting shafted, which is weird. Like there's still so many NES games they can add. Super Nintendo got a banger. I am a little shocked that they were able to get or pull this off, because the game in question actually released in Japan already. The Super Famicom app already had it for almost a year now.
Okay.
Yeah, for a year. Yeah. So we finally got the American version. There's a reason why it's hard to do. There's multiple licenses involved in the American version, but we got Harvest Moon, baby.
Ooh.
We got the OG original first game, Harvest Moon, which means it's part of the Story of Seasons series. Yeah, Jesus, that's a tongue twister.
Yeah.
Story of Seasons series. Yes. So it is the original first game. The reason is like I think there's like 3 copyrights involved for that game, or something like that. That's what I'm being told. It is one of the more pricier super games, so you're welcome, I guess.
Okay.
It's like a $500 card. So
Oh, okay.
I
Okay,
think
okay. All right, all right.
I think it's great that it's on here because I bought it on Wii U before the shop closed for that reason. So I'm glad I have it on Switch as well. That's really cool. It's very good. It's a little slow to start, but once you get into it, it's Harvest Moon. Like I don't know how else to explain it. You know, you build your farm, you relationships, you do it throughout the season,
Yeah.
and you roll credits. There you go. It's a good game. I think that's actually a really strong super game, especially compared to the last one,
Which
which
one
was
was that?
just pool, side pocket. Which
Oh
was
my
just pool. Yeah.
god.
And that's not even a bad game. I'm just saying that's one of the two, in my opinion, strongest games. Actually, it might be the strongest game on the list right now, like that just came out.
Mm.
Because that's a big game, dude. That's a very big one. So very happy for Harvest Moon. Thank you. And then the Game Boy games. They're 2 Game Boy Color games.
Ooh.
We got Blaster Master. What was it? What's the subtitle for it? Yo, oh yeah, I know. But what was the subtitle? Blaster Master?
Enemy
Not Overdrive.
Enemy Below.
Thank you. I keep mixing Enemy Below and Overdrive. Overdrive was the WiiWare one. Yes, Enemy Below. It is not the same game as the original Blaster Master. It has a couple of differences, but it is a smaller Blaster Master game. It's really good. It's fun. It's not as good as the NES original, but then again, the Zero series blows all of them out of the water. So, you know.
This is Mark in the chat. He's saying Midman 69.
This guy, Midman, you're not even here. Where are you at, Mark? Huh?
Apparently doing some more important things.
Yeah. Clearly. Clearly. More important than talking with the homies about video games, clearly. But he said walks out. Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
My work here is done. We haven't done anything.
Oh, Jesus Christ. But yeah, it was Blaster Master is good though. It's a good one. And then the final game is the big Nintendo one, and that is Kirby Tilt and Tumble. And I didn't think they would pull it off. I didn't think they'd do it, but good Lord, for the first time ever, that game has been re-released, and it is so cool that it keeps the motion intact. You know, I ain't called Motion Man 64 for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I was super happy playing it with my Pro Controller, and I'm like, this is so cool.
They're finally making the use, which is great.
It's a little scary to play it portable mode because you have to flip the console. Because on like, I have it right here. On your Game Boy Color, you got to do this and you got to do this.
Which makes sense because
which makes sense because you're holding it like it's small, it's not big, you know.
A lot of the weight's
gyros in the cart. Yeah.
Yeah, and the fact is, like with the Game Boy, like a lot of the heft is just like right there, but it's a Switch, so it's like kind of like evenly distributed to the center.
Like, it's very easy to play it like this, and then just a quick smack. The Switch, you're over here doing this, and you're like, oh shit, I don't want to break my Joy-Cons, man.
It is true. But
Pro Controller is very good.
Yeah.
Pro Controller is a good way to play it. I'm just happy the game was even re-released. That's like it's a novelty game. You don't really get to see those kinds of games re-released ever because of the limitations.
Mm-hmm.
And since they're just throwing games on there, perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I really hope that this means that we get more gimmicky style Game Boy games and Game Boy Advance games as well, because this gives me hope for things like Pokemon Pinball, which means because that game has the Rumble feature. The game has the Rumble feature on Game Boy. Game Boy Advance has WarioWare Twisted, and I would love to be able to stream that because that's one of the games you can't really stream unless you're a speedrunner and you're at GDQ or a GDQ and use a GameCube and you're doing this. So, please don't do that. It scares the hell out of me. But I would love to see those kinds of games being re-released. Like more of that, Nintendo, please. Please. But the Game Boy library is starting to shape up. It's looking good.
Nice.
It's looking good. Definitely a lot of titles missing still. Like Game Boy can go on for a long time. That's always why I vouched for Game Boy, because you can just like those times where there's not that many 64 games, you can just fill it in with Game Boy stuff. Wait, what happened?
Sorry. I was trying to
No,
pull
you're
up.
good.
I was trying to do some research on the side, and then like I opened up like Safari, and there was a video that was playing in the back. I was like, ah, don't.
Oh, yeah, you're good. Yeah. So definitely a lot of good shit coming from NSO. I like it. Keep it going, Nintendo. And also, I don't know if you noticed, there's another pattern they're doing too. It's interesting. They'll do a Game Boy Advance update,
Mm-hmm.
then they'll do the base NSO update with NES Super and Game Boy, and then they'll do an N64 update, and then they'll do the Genesis update, and then it just goes back. So so that means next is N64, possibly.
Possibly, and
Mario Party 3 already, please,
I guess so. Yeah, I
please.
would like them to add. Shoot, I think they've added everything. Well, Pokemon Stadium 2 is kind of the last thing.
They have a list of what's coming still. It's Pokemon Stadium 2, Mario Party 3, 1080-degree snowboarding, Excite Bike 64.
Mm-hmm. But it seems like they haven't really like followed to it like all the way. Like sometimes they'll just kind of like do something on the side here as we still
Yeah,
wait. So I'm wondering what it would be next.
they're very unpredictable with patterns. Like, I mean, for Christ's sakes, the first Game Boy update was Kirby Dream Land 2. That game wasn't even confirmed. Same with the Mario Advance games; those weren't confirmed. They just dropped them.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
you know, I there's a lot of games still. Like Game Boy in particular. I mean, Jesus Christ, dude, my favorite Game Boy game's not even on there. Donkey Kong 94. Come on, what the hell are you doing? Donkey Kong 94, Shigeru Miyamoto's Mole Mania. That's a good one. Game Boy Color, you still have Mario Deluxe. The Zelda Oracle games are still not on there.
Mm.
So there's plenty. Oh, they also have Pokemon trading card games still coming.
Yeah, that's true.
So, and then Game Boy Advance, I mean, Jesus Christ, I don't even know where to start. Metroid Zero Mission, please?
Ooh.
Please? That's all I ask. Actually, no, that's not all I ask. Give me like
Hey, wait. Let me go my shopping cart.
hey, yo, if they put the Sonic Advance trilogy on there, I would lose it. I'd literally lose it.
But I feel like, ooh, well, that'd be really cool. But I also know that like that's
Well,
such a like strong collection that like if
Sega
Sega was smart about it,
has games. Sega has games on the NSO.
it's
Other
true.
than Genesis,
I'll
other
send them
than
the Genesis
Genesis.
stuff.
My bad. I should specify that. Other than Genesis, because that's kind of cheating. That is Sega.
Mm-hmm.
I meant like Puyo Puyo 2. Super Puyo Puyo 2 is on Super app. I had to look this up. I didn't know this. Project Vice Doom. Is that what it's called? Whatever the game is. It's on NES. It's a Sega owned game. So
Mm-hmm.
they own that company, therefore they published it there. So I was like, whatever. I'm cool with it. The game's good.
Gotcha. But yeah, no,
So
I'm thinking that like, I mean, they could do exactly what Capcom does with like Mega Man as far as like collection stuff. Like, hey, let's just put the advanced games, hopefully Battle as
yeah.
well, and just put them just in one cart.
But what makes me curious about NSO updates is like, how is Nintendo's consoles, and don't get me wrong, like I'm glad they're at least on Genesis, but how is Nintendo the one not to get some of those franchise representations? I mean, for Christ's sakes, the Genesis has Mega Man The Wily Wars. It has Castlevania. It has Contra. What are we doing? Like, how does that work? I don't know what they're doing, honestly.
Mm-hmm. That I guess yeah, as you were saying with Harvest Moon, might be something going on with that.
Mm-hmm. Would be interesting if if they put Harvest Moon 64, dude, it's a wrap. I'm just saying it right now. That's a wrap. That game is goated.
Hmm.
That's a goated Harvest Moon game, dude. Ooh, dude. Ooh, that's the one I played back in the day. So that is
Yeah.
I don't even have it. I used to rent it.
But no,
That's a goated game. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they do, because that's also another thing. 64 doesn't really have third-party games except for like Winback.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Same with Game Boy Advance. No third parties. Oh
We'll see for now.
no
Well,
no no no! I lied. They're all Nintendo games. Yeah.
hmm.
I almost said Kudu Kudu Kududen, but I was like, wait a minute, that's a Nintendo game.
That.
Yeah. So.
So I had something. I was doing that research in the back, and it was something I wanted to bring up to you, Phil, considering the fact that you are the one who keeps track of a lot of games as far as the history of them, whether they're available or not, the urgency to like retrieve those games. So
The
it,
NIS games.
yeah, NIS
No.
America send a
Yeah. Go
tweet,
ahead.
and this is like directly from like their Twitter account. So reminder. This is on the 10th, by the way. The following
Mm-hmm.
titles will be removed from the Nintendo eShop and PSN, PlayStation Network, starting at the indicated dates. Demon Gaze for PlayStation Vita is going to be gone,
Dude,
removed from their
holy
list,
shit.
June 11th,
That's a big one.
which is tomorrow. God
Fuck.
Wars, God Wars, Futures Past as PlayStation 4, PS Vita, gone on the 15th of June. I bring up God Wars, or at least I was interested in this because I've been seeing tweets about like physical versions of like God Wars through VGP, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why I'm seeing this a lot. I was like, what's this one about? And I look at it, I'm like, oh, it's kind of like an isometric Fire Emblem. There's also another,
Kinda.
there's an Atlas game as well that's kind of like this too. I remember picking up like on a whim.
Uh,
I'm trying to
I
remember.
want to say it's Shin Megami Tensei Devil
It,
Summoner
it's not that one.
Survivor.
No,
It's not Survivor Overclocked.
no, it's not.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll have to get back to you on that one. But I do have like that physical of that. And also Lost Child, PlayStation 4, PS Vita, and Nintendo Switch. It's gonna be gone
Hmm.
on the 18th of June.
So it's not like a lot of those games are like 10 out of 10s. Those are definitely some of the okay RPGs, but they're still lost media, and it's gonna
Yeah.
be suck that those games are gonna go up in price. I mean, Lost Child already is not a cheap game to find on Switch. That was actually one of the earliest like RPGs to come out on Switch. It was like 2018, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So I always saw it in stores. I never picked it up because I was just like, nah, it doesn't really look like up my alley.
Right, right,
Uh,
right, right.
but it still doesn't really look like up my alley. But it sucks for people who are collecting those kinds of RPGs because those are going to be expensive now.
Yeah. And
And
like there's also the option for digital, which will always keep it at like either low or fixed price at all times.
mhm,
But when it gets delisted, when it gets removed from like those online stores, then it's like,
now
what do you do?
it's gone. Yep, exactly.
Then
And
you have to
that's
resort
going to
to
suck.
physical. Yeah. If there is
Demon
one.
Gaze in particular is actually a good game, and it's on. I remember seeing it on Vita, and people in the Vita community tell me it's good.
Mm,
So I, geez, that game is already really expensive as it is. I don't know how much more expensive it's gonna get.
mm-hmm.
There is a Switch version, so I guess it's not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but that sucks. I don't like seeing games just getting delisted. I think it's just because they don't want to keep them up. Or is it just because they're not selling?
Maybe. But I always wonder like, is there like an issue just trying to like distribute those, even like in digital format or to make
Yeah.
keys or anything like that?
Another, I don't know if you knew this, but another game that got announced that's going to be delisted is Friday the 13th, the game.
Oh, I did see that recently.
Yeah, they
That's
said
wild.
everybody's got till December 31st of this year to buy it.
Mm.
And what's sad is that game is going to be gone. And I don't mean that in the sense like, because you can buy a physical copy. They exist on PS4, Xbox One, and Switch. But unfortunately, the game is an online only game.
Oy.
And
Oh, I
so
got it.
it's going to be delisted by the end of this year. And they said that servers will still run and they can only promise and guarantee up until the end of 2024.
Oh boy.
So, like after 2024, well, it's probably donezo. I'm not saying it's guaranteed. Obviously, they can't guarantee it either, but
Mm-hmm.
it's gone. The game is just gone. Like, there's no way to play it. There's no existence of it. Those are the ones that make me even more sad. At least the Lost Child.
Lost Child.
Yeah, and like God Wars, you can buy physical copies of them. They exist. These games, you just
no, that's it.
gone.
I also
That's
found the
really...
title. It's called a Stella Glow.
Oh, okay, I do know what you're talking about. That's a good game. Yeah. Unfortunate for all this, but they are at least doing something cool. If you want to buy the game, I think it's like $5 now on digital stores.
Okay.
They're like effective immediately. So I was like, that's kind of cool. And this is due to a licensing issue. Apparently, they just don't want to renew the license. Especially with a big popular franchise like Friday the 13th. I'm sure that Paramount's charging a lot of money. Keep those up. So it makes sense. I get it. But that also doesn't give me hope for their next upcoming game from that development team. It's a Texas Chainsaw Massacre, which is another horror series. And it's like, okay, it's another online only style horror game. And I'm like, So I guess it is what it is. I don't know what to say about those. Sucks. What else was there before we hit Summer Games Fest? Because I know that's the big one.
Let me see. I know that there was a Pikmin 4 trailer.
Oh, there was, and they confirmed it was small. It was very brief. They didn't even actually show gameplay, but it was the confirmation of the new main protagonist, which is cool because in Pikmin 1 you played as Olimar, in Pikmin 2 you played as Olimar and Louie.
Okay.
I fucking can't stand Louie. And then in Pikmin 3 you played as the new squad. It was Alf, Brittany, and Charlie. Okay. So in this game they actually revealed the plot is that Olimar crash lands on that planet again.
What do you...
Damn it, Olimar. God damn it. Every time. But this time they send an elite rescue squad out to save him. And they also crash land on the planet. I love that joke. They were just like, and we sent an elite rescue squad to save them, and also crashed. Unfortunate, but nevertheless. And I was like, Jesus Christ. The new protagonist, though, is you. It's you. That's right, you. And you. And not you, but you and you. Yep, it's a creative character, which is bold. It's a bold choice for them. A whole creative character system in Pikmin 4. That's kind of cool. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm super down with that.
I'm curious about like how much. I mean, they showed a little bit of the character customization, but the range of that.
They showed a bit of it. They didn't really show a lot, but I want to see how far you can go.
I can appreciate. Given like the camera perspective they're going to focus on this one. It's going to be a little bit more closer to you.
Yeah, I can see that. But that's cool. I'm really looking forward to Pikmin 4. Did you talk about everybody who 1-2 Switch already?
Oh, I have not.
The infamous sequel to 1-2 Switch is real. It's happening. At the end of this month. It looks like a game, all right. I have it pre-ordered for this specific reason. I have to. It's the jank.
Does it have a physical version?
It does.
Okay.
It does have a physical copy. It is a $30 budget title, so
whoa.
I am I'm very much looking forward to seeing how garbage this could be. And that's not even to say 1-2 Switch is the worst game in the world again. It's fine. From what I'm being told, it's kind of like if 1-2 Switch met Jackbox Party.
Okay.
It sounds like Katrina was actually dead right about it, by the way.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, apparently my friends at GameStop had their Nintendo rep show up.
Oh yeah, that did happen to me yesterday.
Described it to him. He described it to him.
That's cool. Yeah.
Then there's no trailer. There's no trailers. That's the weird thing about the announcement. They dropped the picture. The physical copies were like Nintendo Store exclusives for like a good week. And then they finally showed up in other stores.
Mm-hmm.
and they only have one screenshot on the eShop, and it's like a very generic one of like 2 people playing the game, and that's it. Listen, for anybody who doesn't know the story of Everybody Want to Switch, it's that this game has been rumored since last year to be a thing. That the 1-2 Switch rumored sequel, and the problem is that it was testing so bad internally at Nintendo. Like they would put it through test phases, and nobody wanted to touch it. Like that was the big story going around, is that there's a 1-2 Switch sequel, but no one on Nintendo likes it. They're just sitting there like playing it. They're like, this is not good. So what I'm thinking is Zelda came out finally, right? We're still on the high horse of Zelda. Everybody's still going to be playing it, even past Pikmin 4. Because let's face it, Nintendo basically released Game of the Year already. For the most part, that's still yet to be seen, but I'm pretty sure they're about to win Game of the Year. So why not just drop something small? Just fuck it. Something for the casual audience. Someone who just bought a Switch to play Tears of the Kingdom, and then all of a sudden it's like,
now they're like, what do I do now?
Yeah, it was a budget game. Here you go. So, I mean, I am going to pick it up because I'm a Nintendo nerd and I buy every first party game from them.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to see how bad it can really be. It's gonna remind me of the bad Wii U era, so it'll be fun. It'll be a fun time. And hey, if anything, it ends up being a fun party game. I mean, it's called Everybody Want to Switch, so I'm assuming it means more than just 2 players like the original one was. So it's like, because people have their phones, people have the Joy-Cons. It's going to be interesting to see how that actually works in tandem. Do you have anything else to say about that game?
Honestly, I think the game, its predecessor, kind of just speaks for itself.
There you go. But you know what, Justin? Wait till it comes out, dog. 1-2 Switch stream. You already know.
Yeah, we'll still do it.
Oh yeah, we'll do it. It's gonna be funny. It's gonna be
it'll be fun. Actually. I can't wait for like no.
Oh my god. I can't wait to do just draw.
I can't. Camera. I can't wait to like do draw and lose to Hideo Kojima.
Oh my god.
That was insane.
That was wild. Yeah, that's it. I have like 4 quick pickups.
Oh,
if you have any.
No, actually it's been pretty I think I've talked about all my PlayStation ones. Yeah, I did talk about the PlayStation ones I picked up last week. But yeah, go ahead.
It was just 2 deliveries that came in.
Nice. So. Did we play one of those?
We played
yesterday?
2 of these.
Okay, cool.
Play 2 of these. But I'll talk about when we get there. Let's do the top. This is my limited run games delivery for right now. This first game is called Dreamscaper.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one.
Yeah, it's a roguelike action RPG.
Ooh.
I've never actually heard of it, but people tell me it's really good.
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I think it's on Game Pass, maybe? Or at least maybe it got promoted
maybe
on Xbox somewhere, but yeah, go ahead.
This one has a little bit of controversy with it, but I do want to address it because it's interesting. So this is Blade Runner Enhanced Edition.
Huh?
Oh yeah. So
oh my god.
Here's the fun facts about it. It is a point-and-click adventure game that was originally on PC.
Mm-hmm.
It's developed by Westone. Originally developed by Westone Studios, the team who did the original Lion King game, and they also did the more I'm sure you're not sure the series. It's very low tier. Command and Conquer by EA. So you know. No, I'm kidding. They're a very popular studio. Like they don't exist anymore, unfortunately, but they were a very high like standard studio. Everybody like loved their games. I don't think they did a single bad game. So Westwood is very big in like PC culture. So really cool to see a game of theirs come to physical form on like other consoles. And I heard the game is phenomenal. Here's the problem. It's the port that's not amazing. So there was like bugs and issues. But then here's where I'm like a little weirded out. The developer is really well trusted, and I love this developer who's doing the port. Literally, they have not done me wrong. So maybe they fixed it. I'm hoping they fixed it. It's Night Dive. Night Dive, the team who remastered Turok 2, all the good boomer shooters. So like Doom 64, Quake. This is one of their new games in the same engine, the Kex engine. So I'm excited to try it. I'm excited to play it. As long as it plays well, we're good. Because then it's the same original Westone game. That's good. That's all I need. We'll see. This next one is a game you and I actually beat yesterday. It was pretty funny.
Oh yeah, okay, all right.
Yeah. We beat this, and I was actually kind of shocked because I didn't think I was going to play through it all of a sudden, but we did it. We co-op the whole game all the way through. It was fun. Lots of cheap deaths, but not cheap. We just suck at bullet hells. But this is, and let me get the name right, Esgaluda 2.
Esgaluda 2.
Esgaluda
yes.
2, yeah. It is a shooter developed by Cave, which is like one of the most legendary shoot 'em up developers of all time. That's literally their whole company. They only make shooters. So they are well known for their shooters. If you see Cave as the developer, it's a good game. Just play it. There's a lot of them. And I have the 3 limited run ones from them, and then I actually have one pre-ordered for a side-scrolling one. I forgot what it's called. Akai Katana Shin. Yeah. And then I need to get one that's on Amazon right now. Death Smiles 1 and 2. I need to pick those up. I need to pick that up. But yes, it's a cave shooter, which means it's good. It was fun. The soundtrack's pretty based. The gameplay was really fun. There was a lot of slowdown.
But I think it helps. I think I like it that way.
It helps with a bullet hell because you're trying to like navigate. And cave shooters are notorious for being frame perfect. Like,
yeah,
you got to be like dead on with your dodges or you're gonna get screwed. But it's a good game. You and I should run the other 2 I have. We really should. We should run Don Don Pachi Resurrection and what's the other one? Mushihime-sama.
Okay.
We should run those. Because that was fun. Esgaluda 2 is fun. That was a good one. And then last, this is not a limited run delivery, but this is my big delivery. This is what I've been waiting for. The big one. The big boy. I had to wait because my batch got delayed. But it's here. And the running joke is over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over. Because I finally have Final Fantasy 1 through 6.
Nicely done.
It made it. It's the Asian release. So it is fully in English. The case is in English. Everything looks the same. You wouldn't even know unless because it doesn't have the ESRB. That's it.
Yeah.
And then it has inside art and everything. It's beautiful, dude. I have been playing at least Final Fantasy 1. I put a little bit more hours into it today. And I'll say, yeah, this collection is fucking worth it. The music, the reorchestrated music is beautiful. I love it. Even if you don't like it, you can switch back to the original. That's fine. They're pretty good with attention to detail. Like I think you and I launched 6 and 5 yesterday just to see if the title crawls and everything were there, and Lord behold, everything is intact as originally intended. I will say that, like I said, I was talking to you about it. The versions that they're choosing to remaster here are their original game, like their original versions. So there isn't like any extra content. There isn't all the extra dungeons that are in different versions, like where one has more dungeons on PSP. That's not here.
Mm-hmm.
It is just, for all intents and purposes, Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 as is. And that's good for some people. That's not good for others. I think it's fine. Personally, it's just extra stuff and you don't really need the extra dungeons and whatnot. But in the case of like Final Fantasy 5, does kind of suck you're losing on like the really fun extra classes that you can use.
Mm.
But it's all extra. They don't add to story. They don't add to gameplay. They're just there. So I recommend this. This is top tier as hell. This is gonna one of my favorite Switch releases right now. And I love it. I love it to death. I'm very happy to have a modern way to play 1 through 6. Because some of these are very expensive, and even 3 in particular have it right here. Hold up.
Oh, here it is. Here it is.
Yeah. The only versions of 3 that we ever got in the States were the 3D remakes on DS and PSP. So we're now able to play the original NES version of 3, which has never been done. They actually fully like translated it. So I'm in. That's all you had to tell me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we in there. Hell yeah.
I think out of all of them, I think the Final Fantasy like collection Pixel Remaster is probably the most impressive one.
It's definitely one of the bigger releases this year. I was really happy to get it. I was hoping I had gotten it a little before Tears of the Kingdom, but
it is what it is. You have
it
to
is
deal
what
with
it is.
You have to
They
deal with that.
delayed the second, third, and fourth batches together. So they just sent out a massive like shipping.
Nice though.
Yeah, so it's whatever. Hey, look, I have it. That's all that matters. It's in my collection. I have a modern way on my favorite console to play Final Fantasy 1 through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 2, and 12. So I'm living for this. And if you don't have any pickups,
I do
think
not.
it's time.
Oh. Just real quick, I was like looking over because I really need to like start like getting some orders in for like PlayAsia. Like the Etrian Odyssey, for example, is there.
Oh, gee.
We were just talking about God Wars, and I took a look at that. I was like, oh, that does look like Stella Glow. Yeah, I should probably.
Yeah. PlayAsia also. I need to pick up Chrono Cross from them.
Wait, you haven't picked it up yet? I could have sworn you
No,
did.
not from PlayAsia. Chrono Cross, the Radical Dreamers edition. I need to pick that up.
Okay.
Yeah, the Square Enix is weird. They like to not do North American physical copies for a lot of their remastered games. Like they're like what they consider lower tier. So they throw in so Asia does them, and I'm like, okay, the cases are in English, the game is in English. I don't understand, but whatever. Apparently, it's I looked this up. Apparently, it's because a lot of Asian territory actually speaks English.
Nice.
Yeah, so they're able to just sell it as is. But there's like Romancing Saga 3. I want to get that from them. I want to pick up Romancing Saga Minstrel Song. There's like I said, Chrono Cross. Legend of Mana is one I need to pick up from them.
Oh yeah, also Grandia HD. I forgot about that.
Grandia.
Also
I have the Grandia ones, but that was because Limited Run did the North American one.
Oh yeah.
But you can get the Asian one. You can still play it in English.
Nice.
Yeah. But there's a couple of Square Enix ones I still need to pick up from them. And then the big Koei Tecmo ones I need to get are the 2 big Atelier like trilogies. You have one of them.
Yeah, I do have one of them. But yeah, there's like 2 other ones.
There's the Dusk trilogy, and then there's the Mysterious trilogy. I need to pick those 2 up. I want to get both Fatal Frame games. I need those in my collection. And then I want to pick up the Ninja Gaiden Master Collection.
Oh right, they do that. Okay.
They did do that one. So they've got some good ones. I just gotta take the dive eventually, but yeah. Because I've now imported from them about 3 times now with Final Fantasy, or 4, because I got Klonoa. I forgot about that.
Yeah, Klonoa. I just passed that one.
Yeah, but they're good. They're physical copies of these games that will probably go for big money later in life. So yeah, probably. And PlayAsia, if you're listening, please give me a call.
Give me a call. Please hook us up. Listen, they got like the entire thing on one cart, Blast Master Zero trilogy. And I'm like, bruh, I'm jealous. I mean, I'm glad I have like physicals no matter what, but like just as one whole. But
One
yeah.
cart with all 3 games is pretty cool. I do personally like my set from Limited Run where it's like one each and they have their own art and box and
Right.
it's
Right.
cool like that. But you know, the convenience of having them together is kind of good. I ain't gonna lie. Same with like River City Girls 1 and 2,
Yeah, I just see that one too.
which Zero will never be like that because Zero was a limited run game. So like that was actually developed with them.
Which is really cool. But yeah,
Yeah.
it won't be part of that.
But yeah, I think it's time, baby.
It's time, dude.
Time for Keeley Fest 2023, baby.
Let's go.
My boy Jeff came out swinging, my dude. My boy Jeff came out strong. And upon rewatching, I'm not gonna lie to you.
You won't lie.
I think I'm gonna have to change my answer about what I felt about the show. I'll talk about it at the very end.
Oh, okay.
But I have the list up in front of me
Okay.
of what's got announced. You want me to go through one by one?
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
All right, let's do it. My boy Keeley came out on stage and he dropped a huge banger first announcement. Ready? Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, dude. That is not something I was expecting to see at all. I'm talking like that came out of fucking left field. That is a 2D Metroidvania developed by the same team who created Rayman Legends and Rayman Origins. Sold. Like that is all you had to tell me was that they got the good Ubisoft team to make that. And it looks sick as hell. It's actually kind of a throwback to the fact that the original Prince of Persia back in the day is 2D. So really cool. I hope it doesn't play like those, but I'm sure it's going to play more modern. It looks like a fun Metroidvania. It looks like Metroid Dread specifically, like very specifically. And I'm for it. That's coming out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, and Nintendo Switch. And depending on the resolutions and frame rates, you can catch me on PlayStation and Switch with that game. Next announcement was the big one, the gameplay reveal for Mortal Kombat 1. That game looks sick, dude. The game looks fucking sick.
Yeah.
It looks good. My big curiosity is how cameo fighters work, and we got a good glimpse of it. And so what's interesting is that the main roster are the new, redone, reworked characters. They're completely like story changed everything. They're completely new from the ground up. But the cameo fighters could also be the main roster and vice versa. But cameo fighters are based on their original appearances from the original games. So you see Kano, you see Sonya, you see Jax using their original Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 costumes and using those original moves, which is weird because now I understand why Sub-Zero shows up as new Sub-Zero and old Sub-Zero. It's because old Sub-Zero is a cameo fighter. So that's really cool to see. I am really impressed by what it looks like. It looks like more Mortal Kombat 11, which kind of scares me because 11 is the game that I just really couldn't get into.
Fair enough. People seem to be the same way.
It's fine, but I think like compared to 10's gameplay, yeah, 11 was very whatever. It's fine. It's still a good game, but this looks like 11's gameplay, but like they fixed a lot of like they opened up a lot of possibilities of combos. And that's all I wanted. With 11, it feels like they limited a lot of the combo potential. And now with the use of assists with the cameo fighters, it looks good. It looks really fun. Jesus Christ, that game looks gorgeous. Like the art style in that game is ridiculous. I'm in. Ed Boon, my boy, 30 years of Mortal Kombat. And it's been all helmed by the same creator. That's not something you see every day. So congrats to Ed Boon and the team at NetherRealm. That game looks sick. I can't wait to play it. Also, they confirmed that Jean-Claude Van Damme is voicing Johnny Cage. That's so wild, dude. because the original, if for people who don't know, the original first game was supposed to be based on Bloodsport, the movie, which is a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. And Johnny Cage was supposed to be played by him way back in the day. So that is like the most biggest full circle I've ever seen in my life. I love it. You'll love to see it. Path of Exile 2. Have you ever heard of the first game?
Yes.
You have? Good, because I don't know a damn thing about it.
Oh, then don't go to me. I just know by name, dude.
I know it's a Diablo-like.
And they showed a little bit of gameplay, yeah, and that was kind of it.
They showed gameplay, raw gameplay. That's something I'm going to talk about at the end of this, but yeah, I'll talk about gameplay stuff.
That was also a keyword. Raw gameplay.
Raw gameplay, yeah. Exoprimal is getting a Street Fighter 6 collab. That was so weird to see Ryu fight dinosaurs. Listen, I think it's funny that Capcom is treating Exoprimal like a Monster Hunter game. They're getting collabs, updates. That's interesting to know.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, hey, day one Game Pass. I'm gonna try it out. So, interesting game. Witchfire.
Witchfire. I'm trying to remember that one.
Witchfire is. Hold up.
Witchfire was what's the boomer shooter?
It was the dark fantasy FPS Witchfire that got another gameplay today. With blah blah blah. The developers have said that this is more of a Souls-like shooter than a Doom-like shooter, so to speak. Yes.
What the?
It goes into early access later this year. It comes out later this year.
Okay, that's all we got.
Early access this September, yeah. VR game got shown off. Crossfire Sierra Squad.
Anyway.
August. Yeah, but it is a game that was shown at the PlayStation Showcase, so.
Yeah.
Remnant 2. Okay, looks good, you know? I heard Remnant 1's really good. I've never played it. But I hear it's fun. And then we got a big boy announcement. At least for me. And I'm sure for you too. A new 2D Sonic.
A full-fledged 4-player co-op 2D Sonic.
I was not expecting a 2D Sonic here. And it looks cool. People have been playing it today at Summer Games Fest in LA. And from what I'm being told, the physics are great. It plays like classic Sonic. So it looks like it's supposed to play and feel like classic Sonic, but with a new art style. And that's all I needed to hear. It looks cool. I can't wait. That is confirmed for PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Again, depending on resolution and frame rate, because this is the same engine that runs Frontiers. I'm gonna see how it works on Switch, because I want it on Switch. That's where all my Sonic games are. But 30 frames on that game might not be good. I want to play that game at 60.
That's fair.
Yeah. But it looks great. Not my cup of tea, but I know that a lot of people are out there that's really excited for this. Honkai Star Rail is coming to PS5.
Okay.
From the developers of Genshin Impact. So it's their new free-to-play game that's been out for a while on mobile and PC. The next game, I have to try it, by the way. I have to download it. But the new Souls-like game, Lies of P, got a new trailer. It looks fun. It looks kind of crazy. The demo's out. I got to try it. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to download it after we do this.
Fair enough.
That sounds cool. But it comes out September 19th. So, same day as Mortal Kombat is kind of tough. But hey, you know what? Good on them. It's also a Game Pass game. So I'm going to play it no matter what. The next one's a big one, and I'm sure that Mark was freaking out a bit, but it is Akira Toriyama was not just known for Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball in general. He has a bunch of other manga stories, but one that never gets talked about is Sandland. And Sandland is getting a game in Unreal Engine 5. I don't think it needed it, but damn, it looks cool. Sandland is a new RPG coming from Akira Toriyama and Bandai
Bandai,
Namco.
yeah,
So
Bandai, he's got it.
looks fun. It looks kind of cool. I'll keep my eye on it.
Hmm.
Amazon is publishing another MMO game, Throne and
Yeah,
Liberty.
yeah. So
All
they've
right.
done New World before, and so now they're tackling on this one.
Yeah.
So
Warhaven. Warhaven is a game by Nextsoft. Is it Nextsoft, the Maple Story team?
I'm not sure.
I could have sworn. I don't remember. Oh, we got raw footage, raw gameplay
Raw
of Alan Wake 2, dude.
on woke.
That game looks sick as hell.
It's pretty dark right
It's
now.
too bad it's digital.
It's only oh yeah, they announce it like immediately after, not immediately, but just afterward.
Uh yeah, like right after they announced that it was
It was just gonna be a digital only game,
yeah, it's unfortunate.
especially since
But
they did remaster physical.
I know. But you know what? Hey, look, the game looks really good still, so I can't even be mad. I am mad, but they're only charging $60. I think 50.
Was it them or was that Assassin's Creed?
Both.
Oh,
So
ooh,
interesting. A very long-awaited sequel that got shown off as well. Warhammer 40K Space Marine 2. The original first one is a very fun game from what I hear on PS3 360. So people have been really excited for this one. It looks like Warhammer meets Gears of War. So take that as you will. Yes, Your Grace Snowfall is a game.
that's
It looks interesting.
interesting. Yeah, it's an interesting story where like seems like a lot of your decisions really like pivot towards like what the story will end up being.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
Apparently people liked it
People
because
like it.
like it's a sequel. So
Oh,
it is a sequel to the original Yes, Your Grace back in 2020. So
all right.
John Carpenter's Toxic Commando. So first of all, horror legend John Carpenter's making a game. That's kind of wild. Second of all, it doesn't look amazing.
It doesn't. Yeah, like we kind of seen this genre before, so it's one of those things where it looks kind of the same.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad because like John Carpenter is the creator of like Halloween. He did the Thing remake, and it's like that's what you came up with.
Just like wipe your eyes a little bit and you just see Days Gone.
Yeah, yeah. There was a Nicolas Cage thing.
Oh yeah, that was actually pretty funny. But it was
That's
also
pretty
kind of.
funny.
I guess he is higher profile, so you kind of need to like have some time to talk about him. But yeah, otherwise
Yeah.
it was just like an update to Dead by Daylight.
Baldur's Gate 3 got a new trailer. Still on track for August.
Okay.
Interesting because I'm very curious about the original Baldur's Gate games. So
Oh,
that's cool. Spider-Man
let's go.
was shown there. We got the box art, we got concept art, and we got a release date, dude. How Jeff Keighley pulled off getting the release date at his show instead of PlayStation Showcase is beyond me. But it made Summer Game Fest a lot better. Like, good job, Keighley. That was a big one.
What was it? September?
No,
Or
October 20th.
October.
And
Yeah. Okay.
Insomniac on stage said that they are committed to that date.
They're
So that's
confident
it.
about that. Yeah.
I was like, ooh. We got Pal World, which was that game that's Pokemon with guns.
Keely really just said that. It's Pokemon with guns.
And then you saw it.
And we've seen it a couple times already, but it never like gets old every single time that someone whips out their gun.
Fucking Christ, that game was looking weird, but hey, you know what? It's a thing, yeah. Black Desert has a new expansion. Okay.
Oh yeah, okay.
Right. Lord of the Rings: Return to Moria. I am not sure if apparently it's a co-op survival crafting game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. I do remember that trailer. I'm not sure. I don't know. Gollum hit different all of a sudden.
Yeah, we did get a look at a new action game called Banishers: Ghost of New Eden. It is a game being developed by Don't Nod, who created the Life is Strange series.
Oh,
This is an actual action game.
oh. I was gonna say, like, is it that? Oh no, it's not.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to playing it. It looks kind of good. It looks more like God of War, like in that kind of style.
Hmm. Okay.
So looking forward to it. Sega came out swinging again because they showed off a new trailer to Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name.
Bro.
That game looks so fucking good, dude. Kiryu is back, baby. He is back.
Who's that? Who's it? Mm.
I get it. I get it. But it is the final original final mainline Like a Dragon game to be using the original brawler style. Because the Like a Dragon 8 is going to be RPG again. So essentially this game takes place between 7 and 8 or 6 and 8 and how Kiryu gets to 8. So there is one news that came out of it though. Apparently it's not getting a physical copy.
Ooh.
And that's like super weird because every other game in the series has it. So I'm not okay with that, Sega. You have till November 8th to change that.
It's happening
Until November.
again. Well, at least if it happens twice, it happens all the time. That's my rule.
Uh,
So this past week it's been, yeah. Oh, that's not a good sign.
Under the Waves
Oh
is
yeah,
this
kind of like the other first person like ocean exploration game survival.
it's Subnautica.
Yeah, does remind me of that.
It looks good though. It looks
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, yeah.
It looks cool. Wasn't too weirded out about it. Call of Duty Season 4. So fun
Oh, of
fact,
course, we gotta talk about that.
that's actually not what surprised me about the Call of Duty announcement. What surprised me is Keeley saying, of course, there is a new Call of Duty coming in the fall.
Of course, he says.
And I was like, that's interesting because we're actually pretty close to the time frame of where they would announce a new Call of Duty. And nothing. We haven't gotten one yet. So that's going to be an interesting way to do it this time. Fae Farm, it was that game they showed off in Nintendo Direct a while back.
God, I don't remember that much.
Yeah, I try not to remember it, but it is a farming cozy
farming simulator. Let's go.
I try to be more enthusiastic about them. I don't even hate farming games because I love like Harvest Moon and shit.
Sure.
But God, dude, there's so many of them. Marvel Snap had a weird segment.
Guy was super jazzed up. I'll give him that.
Yeah. King Arthur Legends Rise.
I totally forgot about that one.
Is a cross-platform RPG coming to PC and mobile.
RPG, okay.
Yeah. Wayfinder. Is another game entering early access. Yeah. Stellaris Nexus.
All right.
Something like that. Paradox.
They had a lot of back-to-back announcements.
This was the Keeley had to pay some bills kind of segment.
Yeah.
Because there was like a Star Trek game.
Yeah.
That was looking okay. Here we go. We're back to it. Lisfonga, the Time Shift Warrior, looks really interesting. I'm not sure if I would be patient enough to work with the rewind features and stuff. But it was there. It looks cool. It looks kind of fun. Immortals of Avium showed up with a gameplay trailer. And you know what? That game still looks kind of fun. I kind of dig it.
I'm curious about the story. But otherwise, yeah, like gameplay looks a lot of fun.
Yeah, story looks kind of whatever, but the gameplay looks fun. Like they're marketing it as a Doom style shooter. So I'm like, okay. I missed one, but I'll talk about that at the end, right here at the end. Fortnite Wilds got their season 4 opening trailer.
They finally got to announce it that yes, Optimus is playable.
Jesus Christ. I don't even know what the thing. Optimus Prime hitting the gritty, dude.
Anyone in that game hitting the gritty.
Jesus,
it's outrageous.
Christ. And then they ended the show with a big one, with the big boys. You know what, Jeff? Hats off to you, my boy. You did good with this one because I didn't think show up. I really didn't. But Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis. You know what I'm saying, dude? that segment had me rolling, by the way. They did the mobile game in the middle of the show. And then he said, speaking of Final Fantasy, everyone was like excited. And he goes, no. DoorDash. That's covered. I was like, no way. He just blue balled everybody, dude. Ain't no way. It was for a Final Fantasy 16 DoorDash promotion.
That was really good. He knew what he was doing. Good.
He knew what he was doing. But they ended it strong, ladies and gentlemen. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We did it. We made it. We finally got to see gameplay. Dude, gameplay. They showed actual gameplay. That's what I wanted. That's exactly what I need. Dude, it looks so good. I need it, Square Enix. Feed it to me. Bro, the fame to claim is that it's available early 2024 on 2 discs.
They had to make it very special to put it on 2 discs.
2 discs for a PS5 game. This game is nuts, dude. I can't wait to play it, dude. I can't wait to fucking play it. They reminded me that's why I have a PS5. That's why I have a PS5 for games like Final Fantasy 16 and Rebirth. Dude. Oh my god, it looks so good. Playable Yuffie was already an inner grade, but playable Red 13.
Let's go.
They're changing crazy amounts of story. The weird opening where everyone's dead.
I was confused.
When I saw Tifa's arm do this, I was like,
ah! Tifa arm jump scare.
Apparently that's
well, we don't really know for sure.
Apparently it's like a I don't want to.
You want? Well, I can.
We can talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't think it's.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, Mark's already done with the game. I think we can talk about Remake a little bit. Apparently, that is
that's like
Zach's timeline.
That's after seeing like the whole storm of whispers. Yeah.
That's Zach's timeline. So that's why it's being called. Apparently, the theory is that's why it's called Rebirth. They have jumped to a new timeline during that whole like Reapers thing. Yeah. But then you find out that in the trailer that Cloud might be one of the Reapers.
I'm not sure. He is going for a reunion though.
And then Tifa's not real.
There's a lot to unpack. There's a lot to unpack.
There's a lot in that trailer, dude. That was a good trailer.
They know what they're doing.
That wasn't even like a small trailer, dude. They showed enough of that game. They don't even show me more.
It's one of those.
That was it.
This is interesting because I have very little knowledge of like base 7, except for some like major hit points, and also just like the final stage in Smash Brothers Ultimate, where they literally just outright talk about like Meteor,
the finale.
Aside from that, there's very little I know about it. So for them to drop it like this is definitely giving a nod to a lot of like existing like player base who played the initial game, but also those who played through original.
There is a lot of callbacks still. Even though it is a very different story at this point, There are still a lot of certain things that are the same. Like the Mithril Cave boss is still there. They showed that in there when they showed Red 13 gameplay. That was kind of cool. There's the story segment where he's showing them the worlds and the planets. That's still a thing. So that there are, it seems like it is a different story, but there are certain story beats that they still have to follow.
Yeah.
Like I am very, very curious how they're gonna handle the Niflheim scene. And have Sephiroth just commit murder on screen. That'd be interesting.
Bro.
But I think it looks great. I'm hyped. I need it to be. They did get hit with a delay. I don't know if anybody noticed, because the original release date was winter 2023.
Well, I mean,
now it's early 2024, and I get it. I knew it was going to hit with that delay.
Do.
I know. That's fine. You know, give this year to Final Fantasy 16. Ooh, I can wait.
Yeah, I was actually surprised that they would even show anything, given that like we're so close to the release.
Yep. Oh, apparently I have confirmation also that Crisis Core Final Fantasy 7 Reunion, the new version, is canon to the story.
Huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of the same, relatively, right? As far as the story involvement, like everything's kind of
it's relatively the same, yeah. But apparently, like the developers are confirming, like if you want to catch up to Rebirth, it's Crisis Core Reunion and Remake.
Yeah. Okay,
Remake Intergrade.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So I was like, oh, okay. Well, yeah, because that's what people are understanding. Like because some people are like, why is it called Final Fantasy 7 Remake if it's not really a remake? And I'm like, it starts off as a remake, and that's where they get you. It's literally beat for beat a remake until you start seeing the weird Reapers, and then you're like, wait a minute, what is this?
Wait, and then Rebirth is just the branching off on a whole new thing.
Yeah, and then once the ending happens in Rebirth or in Remake, you're like, all right, this is way off. Like,
this is different. This is hidden different.
So I am very much looking forward to Rebirth. That was a big finale. Jeff, my boy, let me tell you something. This was leagues better than PlayStation Showcase. Leagues better. There were actual interesting games. You had actual gameplay, raw gameplay footage on screen. Raw. And you didn't like fill it up with too many CGI trailers. Dude, that's the best show he's ever done. Better than most of the Game Awards, better than all the other Summer Game Fest for sure. Homie had the Spider-Man release date. Sony couldn't even do that. That's crazy. That's fucking nuts. You showed me a Prince of Persia game. You showed me a new Sonic game. Mortal Kombat. You had fighting games. Bro, you got me. This was like for me. Like you showed me a Summer Games Fest catered towards me. Thank you. Jeff, my boy, that was good. I want more like that. If this is the replacement for E3, I want more shows like this. I will say, criticism, cut it down a little bit. cut it down. I get that you gotta pay the bills. I know, I understand. You gotta support some of those mobile games, but like definitely tone it down more. Like it didn't need to be almost 2 hours long.
It was a pretty lengthy one.
It was a pretty lengthy one, and there was a lot of mobile stuff in there. And I know that he has to do it. Yeah. And I've come to understand that over the years. Like, yeah, those have to be there. There's the ads. I totally skipped over the live action like TV shows and movie segments.
Yeah.
I don't even want to talk about Twisted Metal. That hurt my fucking feelings.
Oh my god.
And Witcher's cool. I know that Witcher's a big thing because they have to promote the final season with Henry Cavill. So.
Oh, I really did skip that one. Yeah.
You know.
It's rough. I think that's what kind of like holds it down for me is the fact that there's so many like unnecessary. Well, I shouldn't say unnecessary because it's all part of the production and just the financing of like the entire show. But I just wasn't like a fan of them like showing off like Netflix shows and I mean, if it's a video game, then that's fine. But there was ultimately only a few games I was like really like big on, and there was ones I could just only like appreciate from afar. So I was just kind of like, this was alright. It was okay.
I was satisfied with what I saw. You know, I got big surprises that I'm enjoying. Like I'm looking forward to Prince of Persia, Sonic Superstars. You know, I got those like big ones for me. I got gameplay reveal for Mortal Kombat 1, which is a game I'm looking forward to. I got a new game that I think looks really great, Banishers. That looks cool to me. I want to play it. And Lies of P looks great too. I got Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I got a release date for Spider-Man 2. Dog, that was it. Right then and there, I knew. I was like, all right, this is already better than PlayStation Showcase. And I can't believe I'm saying that because PlayStation Showcase had Metal Gear.
It did.
That should have been the big banger, but it wasn't. I came out of PlayStation Showcase with more than like excitement.
Yeah.
I came out of Summer Games Fest with more excitement than I thought. I didn't expect to be excited as much. I don't think it's the best show in the world. I think there was pacing problems. I think there was some things where you didn't really have to have those there. But I get it. Over the years, I understand. You got to pay the bills eventually. So I like it. It was a good show.
Nice.
It was a very, very fun show. I give it a B tier.
B tier. Okay, that's your
B
ranking.
tier.
I'd probably give it like my personal rank. Probably I'll give it the 7 out of 10.
Yeah. That's what I'd give it to. Around 7 or 8. Actually, I give it an 8. I give it an 8. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was good.
Final Fantasy itself could possibly push up to like maybe a 7.5.
It for me, it was just a lot of games. Like it was a variety of games. It was games that I didn't see coming. For me, what pushes it to like an 8 is like seeing Prince of Persia, and it's not like the Sands of Time remake. It's a brand new entry in the series. Like no, that series was long dead. It's like seeing a new 2D Sonic that people are excited for. It's like the games that I want to play. They showed, so I'm looking forward to a lot of those. So good job, Keely. Good job. I liked it. Where I think PlayStation Showcase was only a 7 out of 10 because Spider-Man saved it for the most part. Yeah. Summer Games Fest, 8 out of 10. So good shit. I loved it. But that was not the only showcase that day. There was 2 more. I'm not gonna go through all of them like detailed because they were.
Thank you.
Yeah, that one's a little too. Those are a little too. Okay, the one that they both happened after, like back to back after Summer Games Fest. They were part of it. This was Double Fine's traditional yearly Day of the Devs, and this one's cool because you get to see the really true indie games. Like you get to see developers talk about their games, kind of like a Nintendo indie presentation. There was 25 games shown. I couldn't really tell you any ones that stood out to me personally, but I'm sure people are out there that are gonna love them. Oh, you know what? We forgot an announcement at Summer Games Fest. I almost forgot. Annapurna is gonna do their own showcase.
Oh yeah, that's right.
On Monday. Monday. So we got another one added to the next to Capcom on Monday.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Why the Monday?
But yeah, so it was good. It was a fun little showcase. It was cute. They had some fun games to show there. But you know, for me, it's a weird modern indie trend to be very artsy and not really gameplay focused. I don't know. That's just me. So I hope some people out there will enjoy those. I really do. I know Anaya would probably enjoy those. So
yeah,
Anaya's very much into those kind of indie games.
Okay.
And then the last one was the unhinged and perfectly beautiful Devolver Digital Direct. Let me tell you, that show is fucking nuts. They said it started at 3, and it rolls, like it starts rolling, and then it's another 15-minute wait. And they had this fake mascot character called Volvi, and he's like this really bad looking rat but with a big hand. He's just doing this. And it was 15 minutes of staring at a screen, but within the 15-minute wait room they were showing trailers. Like they were literally doing trailers as like, oh, it's not part of the show but it's here. And we got some interesting games in there. I mean, Devolver Digital is like a top tier indie developer or publisher. They do put out really big ones. And they had 3 of their games at PlayStation Showcase. You know, Plucky Squire, the Talos Principle 2, What was the other one? The one from the developers of Gris.
Oh, yeah.
No, yeah.
The one that we just saw just a little bit of it.
Neva,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's that publisher. So they were doing pretty good stuff. The highlights for me personally, there was like three. There was like three highlights.
Okay.
And the biggest highlight wasn't even at the actual main like show, which is really weird. But Human Fall Flat 2 got announced. I was like,
oh
what?
My god.
I was like, what the fuck? Really? Oh, speaking of ragdoll physics, I forgot Party Animals got a release date finally, so that's good.
Oh yeah, that's right. Next year?
June. Nope, this month.
June.
Yep, end of this month.
Ooh.
We in there. But yeah, so the Human Fall Flat 2 is getting a game, like it's a sequel that looks great. You know what? I kind of want to play the Talos Principle. I'm not gonna lie to you. The PlayStation Showcase trailer didn't really do it for me, but the new trailer did. And I'm like, it's like Portal, but like way more complicated puzzles. And I'm like, kind of want to play it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna look down a copy for the first game and then see if I like it. It looks fun. But the big one, I didn't see that coming a mile away. I'm telling you right now. Because here's the thing. It's a running joke with them that they have Suda51 show up. And it's a running joke that he does a joke and everyone laughs, and then that's it. That's all I ever fucking get. All right. Suda51, it was like during the countdown, and it says this next trailer is it was funded by Suda51. And I was like, oh haha, I get it. That's the joke. And then the trailer started. And I was like, ain't no fucking way, dude. That's cap. That's absolute cap, dude. For people who know me, I love Suda51 games. I've streamed all of the No More Heroes games. I know this. Shadow of the Damned remastered, dude. I could not breathe. I was like, what the fuck? Devolver Digital is publishing this? What the fuck? It is a remaster of like one of the truest hidden gems on the PS3 and 360 you're ever gonna see. It is. The story is nonsensical. It makes no goddamn sense. The voice acting is terrible, but the gameplay is so good, dude. It is such a Suda51 game. It hurts. It is very much his style of game. And it's a true hidden gem, and they made a reference to it in Travis Strikes Again. A whole level is dedicated to that game. And so I'm excited. I'm excited for it. And on top of that, in that same trailer, Suda51's company, Grasshopper Manufacturer, is having their own showcase as well.
Huh?
They announced a showcase for them.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I was like, uh-oh, indeed. What does that even mean? Let me see. Hold on. Grasshopper Manufacturer Direct. It is for their anniversary. Let me see. Hold up. It is happening on Wednesday next week.
Wednesday. Okay.
Wednesday. They're gonna have the Grasshopper Manufacturer Showcase. That's nuts. I don't even know what that entails.
I think there might be something new.
Yeah.
Something in the works.
No More Heroes 4, please.
I mean, that'd be wild. I mean, I guess it would be like a decent time for that, but who knows? Maybe we might make something new.
Maybe. But yeah, dude.
That's wild.
Shadow of the Dam Remastered is a thing. And I'm like, you sold. That's all I needed to see. I'm happy. That was a good announcement. I loved it.
So this is all prior to the actual show happening, right?
Yeah, that was all prior. The show itself was as unhinged as you could think. Yes.
Okay.
It was like people died on stage. The mascot went rogue. It was
mascot went rogue.
If you have never seen a Devolver Digital like presentation, it's so Adult Swim. It's perfect. It's that style of comedy.
All right.
Like it's like language like no tomorrow. There's blood and gore everywhere. Things become dark very quickly. I was talking about the mascot character. They modded him into all of their games. So like you see him in Ape Out, and they're pretending like it's his series. So like you just see him in Ape Out, you see him in Cult of the Lamb, you see him in like you see him in fucking what was it, My Friend Pedro? Enter the Gungeon. I was like, this is weird, dude. And they're all calling it part of the Volvi series. It's great. And there's a sale. There's a sale on Steam right now.
I did see
called
that.
the Volvi package, and if you buy it, it's just all of the games that were in there.
That's so funny.
It's
also
all
great.
of their games that they put on there. So if you want a cheaper way to buy them all,
Volvi's got the promise.
Volvi is the way, dude. Volvi is my favorite mascot, dude.
Volvi's my favorite mascot since yesterday, since the day before.
Oh my god! And it like the show was like this really funny, like historical, like look back at Volvi and his life. It's like from like rise to fall, and like they even talked about where games get grittier, and so they made a fake GTA with Volvi. And he's like out here doing drugs and shit, and I'm like, what the fuck? It was good. It was a good show. I loved it. It was really funny. I was entertained for an hour. Not an hour, 30 minutes. It was good.
Nice.
I think they sell a shirt with Volvi on it. I'm gonna get one.
I mean, I guess Volvi is the way, so I guess you have to.
But it was a good show. Overall, Summer Games Fest was fun. It's feeling like that season. It feels like that season. It's good.
That's good.
Today's the PC showcase, no?
Is it today? I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I think it's already done, but
well, there's the PC gaming show, but there's also like the future show, right?
Yeah, future game show.
Yeah. It's like 15 multi-format games.
Oh no, the PC game show is tomorrow at 1.
Oh boy.
After the Devolver Direct. Interesting. Devolver, the Starfield Direct. Sorry. Jesus.
Oh my god. Wait a minute. So. Oh yeah. Actually, that lines up. I was thinking about the timing difference. I was like, is it gonna be a shorter showcase?
Future game show. Yeah, future game show. Let's see.
Have you done something before with that?
They have done it before.
Okay.
It's being hosted by Yuri Lowenthal and
Laura
Bailey. Yeah.
Huh? Oh my god. And Laura
It is taking place today. With over 50 multi-format games. Hosted by the stars of Spider-Man. First of all, I didn't know Mary Jane was played by Laura Bailey, so there's that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I did not know that. It starts at it's already done.
It starts at it happened.
It happened at 10 in the morning.
Gotcha.
So I don't know what got announced.
Yeah, actually that's interesting. I haven't heard any news about like what
I didn't get any game updates or nothing.
Interesting.
So yeah, anything you know, there is one thing I don't know if you want to talk about it, but like it was a big fuck up, and I kind of want to bring it up.
What? Oh, what happened? What's going on?
Big fuck up for tomorrow's show.
What's going on?
Very big. I mean, like I'm talking like
how insurmountable.
I'm sure Sega is fuming right now.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure Sega's fuming. I also want you to know that job posting went up from them for a new brand manager.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, they literally fired the PR dude.
Oh Jesus, dude.
That's how fumed they are, I'm sure.
Oh my god.
That's so nuts, dude. I saw that this morning and I was like, ain't no way, dude. But if you're willing to talk about it, I'm down. But I
Oh,
just
you know what?
for anybody who doesn't want to know right now, it's spoilers at this point.
Okay. Spoilers. Continue.
Spoilers warning right now for tomorrow's show. But Atlas and Sega accidentally put up on their Instagram page 2 days ago both trailers for 2 announcements that were going to be at the Xbox showcase. And it is the confirmation of Persona 3 Reload,
which is pretty much
Reloaded,
yeah, it's
the remake. And Persona 5 Tactica, which is a tactical style game set in the Persona 5 universe.
That's well, first of all that's hype, but also that does suck that it got leaked like that.
Yeah, it really does suck because the reason why we're thinking it's going to be the Xbox showcase is because they're marketed as Xbox games. It doesn't actually say which platforms other than Xbox.
Interesting.
And it says play on Game Pass day 1. So it's like, yikes.
Yeah, because Xbox kind of needed that too. I mean, that is to say, like, you know, they'll still have it, and that'll still be really hype. But it would have been in the moment very nice to hear that announcement.
It would have been like a huge surprise.
We still have like more, but yeah, that would be one of them.
I was actually telling a friend yesterday that honestly, I'm glad that leak happened. You want to know why? Those announcements alone is already half better than the PlayStation Showcase.
Damn.
Let me tell you something. If that's the kind of shit they're about to announce tomorrow, if that's what they have lined up, ready to go, I mean, God damn, I would like to see what else you guys have there because all we have confirmed is Forza. So I am ecstatic to see those kind of level announcements because Persona 3 Remake is a huge announcement. People have been wanting a definitive way to play that game for years. So, although I'm gonna be real with you, they also leaked the versions of that game, and it's gonna be on PS5, PS5 Series X, and Switch. And I'll be 100% honest with you, I'm buying it on Switch, but it's a day 1 game on Game Pass, and that's big.
That's important.
I ain't gonna fret. I would like. I actually avoided the trailer, so for me, seeing it tomorrow is gonna be great.
Okay, I've seen only screenshots, so that's all I got.
Well, the only screenshots of Persona 3 Reload, I guess is what it's called, is the ones where they leaked it earlier in life. Remember, like the next to the Sonic Frontiers video and some other stuff.
I don't think I actually was on that page. It's just like it got.
Yeah, it got leaked way beforehand, so people knew it was a real thing.
Oh yeah.
It was just a matter of where.
Right, yeah. Oh, I remember.
It's just a matter of where. So you know what? I am fucking looking forward to tomorrow. It's gonna be a goddamn good show.
I have to plan that out. Before we talk about that, is there anything else?
Other than the last minute predictions? No, I don't think so.
Got you. Okay.
I think that's it. Unless you got
no
Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom's good. You know what I mean?
It's funny you should say
Tears
that.
of the Kingdom's great.
It's funny you should say that. Well, I mean, we brought it up previously in the beginning, but it's funny that you should say that now because I was able to like track down availability orders for the Pro controller for Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh!
So I was like, finally,
the set is complete.
Yeah, I was actively tracking it down, and it just took Twitter just to give me the notification, like, oh, there's just a slew of them now available. So it's like immediately.
That is definitely one of the prettiest Pro controllers. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of jealous because I have my Splatoon 2 one, which I like much better than the 3 one. And my favorite one's been the Xenoblade one. So
that's fair.
But that one might be my favorite right now. It looks so good. It looks way better than the Smash one. The Smash one's kind of garbage.
Yeah.
The Monster Hunter ones are pretty.
I do like that. I like the design on that one.
Those one's good. But the Zelda one, ooh, buddy. Ooh.
Yeah, I've been in my corner just collecting Tears of the Kingdom memorabilia. You already know we got the Satisfy grip coming in at the end of this month.
Nice.
Of course, we got the Tears of Kingdom theme Switch. Um, what was it? Just the pre-order bonus, like from GameStop, the plaque. Um, I don't think I even like really touch up on this because it's kind of ridiculous. I have it, but I also have this.
Ooh,
Also,
the
the
case.
case too, which is really
I like it.
nice. But yeah, so I've just been
It's
building it
good.
up over here. It's fantastic game. But yeah, we already know that.
That's good. It's good.
But I guess we could
Um,
talk about the showcase.
this is
It's
it.
kind of important too because
Yeah.
both here on the Twitch channel and also on YouTube, most likely I won't really have any like content like as far as like reacting to the whole thing. What we're trying to do is actually do a whole Tanuki thing
Yeah.
with that one. So we'll see how that plays out tomorrow.
We'll see. We have an idea of how it's gonna look. It just depends on our other member,
Yep.
Anaya. Um, but we'll see how that works. Hopefully we can get something going.
Yeah.
I would be really hyped for it. It's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
If even if we don't, we'll
It'll still be a
figure
fun
something
watch.
out.
Yeah.
It'll still be a fun watch, and we're definitely gonna do a video about it anyways. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, or something along the lines of that. Some conversation. But dude, we're almost there, dude. One sleep away.
Once what do you mean what do you mean one sleep?
One sleep. We just got it. Wait, whoa, hey, no, 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 no. Wait a minute. No, we're close. We are so close to the Xbox Showcase. Listen, when we talked about the Xbox Showcase last time, this was before the PlayStation Showcase happened, and
It's true.
I think Xbox is in a fucking hell of a position to be the big boys right now in summer.
Mm-hmm.
They are in the best position possible right now. They have people think that the PlayStation Showcase was mediocre. I thought it was fine, but there are a lot of people who didn't really care for it.
Sure.
Xbox is in one big position to put their names out finally and say, "Hey, look, we know we haven't been there, but these are the games."
This is true. I think at the end of the day, it hinges on the video games, and this is very interesting. They're in a very particular situation where they one have not been releasing a lot of games like this year, and two, following like talks about like especially with Redfall's release, that was going to be one of the big ones that they had, and that didn't like really deliver on the promise. And then day after, here comes a talk with Phil Spencer himself about like the performance there, what
Mm-hmm.
kind of entailing what had actually happened internally and what they could have done, but also just to reiterate like their stance in like the whole quote unquote console world wars and what their approach is. So
Yeah,
with that
it
all in
was.
mind, this is very important for them.
This is a big one, and it's. I've been watching a lot of people's videos. I've been watching people's reactions. A lot of people. This is like it. Like if this one doesn't hit, and if they don't deliver on the promises they make tomorrow, that's it.
That's it. They're moving on from the Xbox ecosystem.
Yeah, like I mean, unfortunately I don't blame them. Like I mean, I have this many six Series X games. I think
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have much. A lot of my games I do play on there is Game Pass, but
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like I don't really have too much incentive to play my Xbox because there hasn't really been a lot of games, and then the games I want to play are on other consoles that I'm currently playing, and so I just never really gravitate towards it.
Mm-hmm.
I use Game Pass as a way to test games. Like if I'm like, oh, this game's kind of fun, I like it, and then I'll buy it on another console. I'm not gonna lie to you,
That's
but
fair.
I want a reason to play my Xbox. I wanted the big, like I want the big exclusives to play on there
Mm-hmm.
because that's why I have my Xbox, because I do like Xbox exclusives to a certain degree, and I'm ready to see what they have. I pulled up their first parties in front of me, and there's a reason I want to do this again because
Okay.
of one small detail that was not announced until now, because it could change what we thought about beforehand. I don't know if you know this, but Aaron Greenberg from Xbox said this himself.
Mm.
Anything that is first party at this showcase will be gameplay footage, in-game engine or a mix of CG with in-game footage. It will
So,
not be. Nothing is going to be hidden. Like no CG bullshit from their first party. They cannot guarantee third party, but first party wise, their main studios, whatever as an Xbox Game Studios, they're ready to have real footage ready to go. And I think that kind of speaks to what we were talking about like last time, weeks ago. And I kind of wanted to just run them real quick. And I think we might have different answers.
Okay.
I think we might. There might be some that are the same, but we might have some different answers for sure. With that statement, right? So I got them in front of me. But 343 Industries, I don't think is going to be there. If they are, I think it's a quick season update for Halo Infinite.
That's my only answer, yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to be there, unfortunately. World's Edge is the developers of Age of Empires. I do think they will be there with Age of Empires 4 for Xbox because that's a big title for them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, I actually tried out 2 the other day, and you know what? It's pretty good. It's fun.
All right.
Yeah. The Coalition.
This is it. This is it.
Do you think so?
It's Gears or they're not there. Or, Gears Tactics 2. No.
Gears 6. Do you think it's that time for Gears 6? I mean,
I think it's been time for Gears to be like showing up again if they're going to continue on with like us like Trilogy 2.
I don't know if it's time.
Because, like, how long has it been since... Well, I mean, granted, there's also, like, Gears 5 and the DLC, like, Hype Busters.
Let me find out. Gears 5 released in, I believe, 2019.
Was it
2019?
Wow.
2019. And then how about Hype Busters? That was 2021, I believe,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
No, 2020.
Wow.
Yeah. So, it's... You know what? It has been a while. That's why I'm so 50-50. I don't know if it's the year of Gears. I don't know. I hope so. I want to be wrong because Gears is a franchise I can rely on to be fun. For the most part, like I don't think I have an issue with any Gears game. So,
I think for me, I am definitely just taking it from like the story perspective. They definitely just like taking a bold approach since Gears 4. And I think Gears 5 takes another interesting turn, so it's about like what do they do with the 6th one?
Yeah.
And what kind of sequences can we expect, and are we gonna see gameplay of that? Because what's been burned in my memory was Gears 2's initial like gameplay like presentation, and that just took me away. That was crazy looking.
Yeah, dude. Gears 2 was the like big Xbox 360, like you need to have this. This is a killer app for the console, and it was. It was great. I want that again. I want that feeling again. And 4, in my opinion, was the big. That for me, it was a big Xbox One killer app. Like you got an Xbox One to play Gears 4. It was really good. 5 is good, but there really isn't a like It was a cross-platform game, so you can play it on Xbox One and Series X. The Series X version came out later. I do think Hive Busters is a good Series X showcase. But an actual Gears developed specifically for Series X and PC? Ooh. It's cooking. You got me hyped. I don't know. I'm going to say it's 50-50 they show up. If they do, then hell yeah. If they don't, I get it.
All right,
it's not the years of Gears. But I think Gears is 50-50. Compulsion Games. Honestly, I think it's about time to see what the hell they're working on. I mean, their last game was We Happy Few, and that was years ago. So
yeah. So yeah. I mean, what project are they working on now?
Exactly. I don't know.
Gears 6 maps.
Yikes. Double Fine. There was that rumor. There was that crazy rumor that was floating, or like that Xbox is teasing. They had 3 X's, right? And the word Psycho was in there, and I'm like, ain't no way they're gonna announce Psychonauts 3. No fucking way. Ain't
Like
no fucking way.
immediately.
I think I might fucking lose it. If that shows up, dude, I'm gonna fucking lose it. Like
I'm gonna
that
go.
showcase will literally already be better than PlayStation with that. However, I'm not hopeful. I think that's a low, like, that's a long shot. There's no way.
Got it.
There's no way. Not this soon. Tim Schafer is not a person who's immediately ready to go for a sequel. I do think Double Fine will be there. I just don't know if it's going to be Psychonauts. Maybe Brutal Legend 2. That'd be kind of wild. That would be
Actually, you know what? That would be so sick. I'd probably be like, they won it. They got me.
Yeah.
They got me.
If they got anything Double Fine, it would be really cool to see. I love Double Fine games and their indies and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they show up. They're 50-50 for me though. If they show up, they show up. If they don't, they don't. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox Studios game or Xbox Game Studios Publishing. I do think Contraband is going to be there. I do think it's time to see what Contraband is. I believe Avalanche is the one developing it, the same team who did Just Cause 3 and 4, or the Just Cause series and the Mad Max game. So, and they also did Rage 2. So,
okay.
So I do think it's time to see what Contraband's all about. They showed it last year with a CG trailer, and it's been a year, and there's been nothing. So I think it's time. You know, the Initiative.
What have they done? I believe it's
they're the new team.
Yeah, they're the new. Okay.
They're the new team. This will be their first project, but dude, oh God, dude, I want to be wrong. I really want to be wrong. I just the thing is, if we're predicting long shots like this is our dream one, this is the one. If fucking Perfect Dark shows up, I'm gonna literally lose it. Like I'm talking like Psychonauts 3 is godlike, but if Perfect fucking Dark shows up, I might cry. I'm not even kidding. I fucking love Perfect Dark. I may not like Zero that much, but Perfect Dark, the original N64 game, is like one of my favorites, like on the N64. It's so I am a Perfect Dark fan more than GoldenEye. I know that's heresy, but I remember the time when I played it and you go through the Chicago level and that music hits and you're like, dude, I'm a fucking badass. Like this is sick. Oh god, dude, Perfect Dark is such a good game, and I want to see that kind of style of first-person shooter come back. We don't really get those often. I'm not talking boomer shooter to the extent where you race through the level, get to the end. I'm talking like objective-based, like levels, like GoldenEye, like Perfect Dark. If they can recreate that in modern times, that would be so good. That's what I want the new Perfect Dark to be, is a modern interpretation of what GoldenEye 007, of what Perfect Dark did, where the difficulty is not necessarily hard, it's just adding more objectives to do before you can complete the level.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I want. They don't make games like that anymore, and that'd be a really good one for them. But I just don't think Perfect Dark's going to show up, especially with Aaron Greenberg saying like gameplay and in-game engine stuff. I think that game is way too early. I think that game is way too early. There's no way. I mean, I want to be wrong. I 100% want to be fucking wrong, but I just don't think it's going to show up.
It might. You know what? Maybe. You know what? They've had a couple years, right? Right.
When was it announced?
Was it last year? Actually, yeah, was it last year?
Perfect Dark.
Either 1 or 2 years.
Hold up.
Wait a minute. Whoa.
I'm getting the receipts. Hold up.
Yeah.
No, not remake or not remaster. That game's great too, but no. Yeah, it's the upcoming game in development by the Initiative and Crystal Dynamics. Oh my god, Crystal Dynamics is working on it, dude.
Oh.
I forgot about that. That's crazy. That means it's gonna have a good story. It was announced in 2021. No.
Wait. Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Sorry.
Which one was it?
No. It's because in 2021 they announced that Crystal Dynamics will be helping them.
Oh.
I'm trying to see when they announced it though.
Hmm.
2020. You know what?
It has been a couple years.
Has been 3 years.
They can like even without like releasing it, at least show that you've been cooking.
I don't want to get my hopes up. I'm just
Okay.
gonna say no.
All right. All
I'm
right.
just gonna say no. I'm gonna say no for the sake of my heart.
I'll take it. I'll take it with you then.
Yeah. In Exile, they do like the Wasteland series, the Bard's Tale series. I don't know. I would love to
It.
see like a Bard's Tale 5. That'd be cool, but I
Mm,
don't think. I think they'll be there. I just don't know if maybe a new IP,
mm-hmm.
maybe a new game. They've done a couple of like those big, like American style or action RPGs and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, In Exile is a very interesting company when I was digging into their developers. So I did pick up some of their games on Xbox, and they've been fun. So, Wasteland 4 would be pretty cool. It is a tactical game, so you know, would be fun. Of course, Mojang's gonna be there.
Yeah, but what would they do though? Because they just released like another like
Legends.
Legends, really?
They did Legends, right?
Yeah, they just released Legends. So unless it's like maybe DLC or something like that, then they don't really have much else unless they had another expansion for the OG.
Maybe, but I don't know. I feel like Mojang's always gonna be there though. They're always there, even with something.
This is true. What if they did something completely different?
Dude, I don't know. I mean, the thing is, the Minecraft side games have been
Apparently
good.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, like Dungeons is fun. I mean, it's just Diablo, but it's fun.
Hmm.
It's like babies versus Diablo. It's actually a really interesting like game to play. Like for people who want to get into Diablo but don't want to get too complicated, Dungeons is Dungeons is really a good way to play. That game might actually be your gateway to playing Diablo.
Okay.
So,
We'll see then.
although Diablo is really good, you should just stop being a bitch and just play it.
All right. All right. All right. I see. I see. We're. All right, guys. I'm
um,
back. I got my physical.
oh my, wait a minute. He said, "I'm back. I just bought Diablo 4 on my Series X. We in there?"
It's like whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down.
Ninja Theory, I do think is gonna be
They
there.
have. They gotta be.
They have to be too.
So,
Hellblade 2 has to fucking slap.
if it's exactly how they're promising from the last time we saw like Hellblade 2, then I gotta see like what are
Hellblade
we
2 has to fucking slap. It's got, dude, if Hellblade 2 becomes the killer app for Xbox Series X, that'd be so cool.
it's a wrap.
Because that's something that doesn't exist on Xbox Series X. And I think that's the problem. There's no killer app. There isn't a game on Series X where you're like, man, I gotta have a Series X to play this.
Mm-hmm.
There just isn't. And we'll talk about Starfield later, but yes.
Mm.
Obsidian, you know what? Here, Obsidian is going to be there for Avowed.
Let's go.
Avowed has to be there. I don't think they can't get away with that game not showing up any longer. But I think Obsidian is a studio that you just have to let them cook, because I don't know if you've noticed the games that they've released for Xbox right now. They've both been like highly rated games. I mean, Grounded was a good co-op game. Fucking Pentiment was a 10 out of 10 from IGN. What? Like, they don't give 10s out. It's a lie. I have Pentiment downloaded. I really should play it. But Obsidian is a very, very interesting company. They can do a lot of different styles of RPGs and storytelling. So, very much looking forward to seeing Avowed. That's the big one I want to see from them. All right. So before, this is the one I actually have a change of mind.
Oh?
Playground games, right? So they're the Horizon team, but the Forza Horizon team. However, before, when we were here with Gabe and Mark, I said I don't think Fable's going to show up. I just don't.
Now
I may slightly change that tone a bit. I only because the tease with the fairy dust.
Oh yeah, that's true. They did
And
that.
I was like, that's so Fable, it hurts. I fuck, dude, if they show Fable and it actually is gameplay or in engine. I mean, and you know what? Fable was announced in 2020.
It's
It's
been some
been 3
time.
years now.
I think it's time to show the
I
work.
It's time. I think it's time to show what Fable's all about. That's gonna be
Ooh.
big, dude. Fable is a very, very iconic Xbox series, and I cannot wait to see what the new one looks like. So, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna disappoint myself. I'm gonna say Fable's gonna be there. Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm riding this. If it doesn't happen, I hate myself. But you know what? We in there. I want some kind of hope. I want some kind of like real like thing to grasp onto.
Yeah.
I think Fable's gonna be there. You?
I hope so too. I think no, you should. They should.
It should be there. It should be there.
But will I cast that line? I think I will.
Rare?
Let me see. Everwild. It's almost to a point where I'm forgetting the name. Yes,
Yeah.
it'll be there.
Do you really think
Full
Everwild's
send
gonna
it.
be there, dude?
Full send.
I just don't think Everwild's gonna be there. Now, granted, when we talk Rare, right? I don't want. We're talking about like the actual studio Rare because I think Rare IPs could show up. Perfect Dark is a Rare IP, but it's not being made by Rare.
Yeah.
But like, I don't fucking ever. What is Everwild? That's my problem. What is it? Is it another Sea of Thieves style game?
Well, I mean that's it. That's a good question. We'll have to find out.
I mean, I hope it's there.
That's my hope.
I'm more 80-20 on that game. Like 80% it's not going to be there. 20% it will be there.
Okay.
Like I have very little hope for it showing up. Turn 10 is going to be there. They already talked about Forza. That's going to show up.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
Hey, you know what? Forza's the graphical showcase. If you want to show off the Series X's power, Forza Motorsport, not Horizon. Motorsport is the one that shows it off. So we'll see. After a good amount of delays, it's got to come out now. Undead Labs. I think State of Decay 3 is going to be there.
I think they should be ready. They had like a cool teaser. I got like really hyped for that. I was like,
dude,
this is kind of insane.
The teaser was in 2020.
Whoa.
Same year as Fable.
Yeah, I think it's time. It's time to show the work.
It's time to move on from 2. It's time to talk about 3 now.
True.
But that's the Game Studios, of course. That's Starfield.
That's literally Starfield. Like if they want to give us bread and crumbs, they would at least talk about other works. And you know the exact one I'm thinking about.
Yeah. Alpha Dog is a mobile company. I mean, no, they probably won't. ZeniMax game online. I mean, they probably will show something for like Elder Scrolls Online. They probably will. I just hope it's brief, you know. Tango Gameworks.
I mean,
you know
they just
finished
released
Hi-Fi Rush. Yeah.
But if they announce something that they're working on, that they're immediately goated.
Yeah, like I think Tango is like a studio that just came out of nowhere. Like Evil Within 1 is okay. It's not the best game in the world. It's fine. Evil Within 2 is a really good game for no reason. A lot of people don't talk about that, but it is. Hi-Fi Rush is stunning. It's like my favorite Series X game. Like exclusive Series X game, it is my favorite. It's so good. And then Ghostwire Tokyo, I actually just downloaded it, so I'm gonna try it out soon. But yeah, I think Tango might show up. I think if they do, it's gonna be
maybe something.
I don't know. I if I were Xbox Game Studios, if I was Phil Spencer and a game like Hi-Fi Rush came out with that much praise, I would have been putting more money towards Tango and going like, hey, you're our only Japanese developer. What else can you do? You know what I mean? I would have been handing them money right now and funding a lot more projects from them because clearly they can cook. If
Mm-hmm.
they do it right, they can cook.
True.
Id Software. Man, do I want to be wrong, but I don't think id Software is going to show up
They haven't done anything in a while, so we'll
since
see.
Doom Eternal. Yeah, and the last Doom Eternal thing was Ancient Gods Part 2, which was in
2022. I want to say it's two, but it's
was it 2022?
probably 2021.
I think the Switch version of uh the Ancient Gods was 2022. Yeah,
Mm.
let me see. 2021.
Okay.
2021. So it's been a little bit, but I want id Software to show up. They are my favorite Bethesda company, and it's like, come on. They're one of my favorite studios, period. I love all their shooters. Yes, even Rage has its redeeming qualities. I just don't think they will. But if I mean, again, hey, Xbox, you know what I'm saying? You got the chance. Prove me wrong. Do it. I dare you.
Do it.
Look at me, Phil. Look at me. id Software shows up, a new Quake. Do it.
Whoa.
I will literally fucking cry. I'll cry to a lot of things. I'm a bitch. Arcane? Nah, they ain't gonna show up.
Arcane needs to talk amongst themselves. They need to sit down for the day.
I think Arcane needs to really sit down. Or you know what? If it's Arcane Leon, remember there's two Arcanes.
There's
So
two.
if it's Arcane Leon, okay, you got my attention. Whatever they're cooking must be good. I mean, they're the Dishonored team, they're the Deathloop team. Obviously, they're the good ones. We got this. Arcane Austin, yeah, they ain't gonna show up. Not after Redfall.
Yeah, no.
No. I think they need to sit down, figure out what to do next, how to approach whatever game they're going to develop.
Mm-hmm.
Really take more consideration. And yeah, because I mean, Prey was a hidden gem, so that sucks. But yeah, Machine Games.
It's been a while.
This could go two ways. You get the new Indiana Jones here.
You know what? Actually, continue your thought. Just go ahead.
Or you get Wolfenstein 3.
Oh. It'd be really dope to see
If I'm a betting man, Indiana Jones would be the one I would bet on. But do you think Xbox would be that studio to have Indiana Jones at a showcase?
I think of any time to do it, this would be like a good point to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah. I'm cool with that. And I don't know what Roundhouse Studios is. Hold on, give me a minute.
Yeah. Let's check it.
That sounds like a mobile studio. Let me see. Roundhouse Studios in London. They are. That's a different studio. Hold on, Bethesda. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. According to Xbox, they're working on a new title.
Oh.
But they were also the co-developers alongside Arcane Austin for Redfall.
Maybe they need to sit down too. Maybe we should put them on the bench this time.
Yeah. So, yeah, I do think it's more critical to talk about these studios. That's the last one. Talk about these studios now, because now that we have a little bit more information, I think it's an interesting insight. Like I don't think Everwild's going to be there, but I want it to be. I think Gears is 50-50.
Yeah.
I think that was a different opinion. I was thinking Gears would be there, but I think Gears is 50-50. I think Fable is going to show up now. So there's that. That was my big change. That's the one I really wanted to bring up, is Fable. But the thing is, like, let me throw a pitch to you, like right now, like a best case scenario tomorrow.
Okay.
Tell me if this is a good show already. Avowed, Indiana Jones, Fable, Gear 6, Persona 3 Reload, Persona 5 Tactica.
And those are confirmed, so we're locked in on
Yeah,
those
yeah, yeah.
ones.
Right there alone. Right there alone.
Mm-hmm.
Not even considering everybody else. That's a hell of a show. Right there alone with those. That'd be one hell of a show.
And they're not even like the first. They're not first party.
Yeah, well, Persona's not first party, but the rest are.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying.
Wait, is that all we got so far?
No,
Oh, okay.
I didn't put everybody, like just those alone, that would make the show. Like that would be insane. Like that is what I want to see. Anything else after that, I just don't care at this point. That's it. You got me. Because we're not taking third party into consideration. You know, that's a wild card. You could Hollow Knight Silksong might be there. I doubt it. But Hollow Knight Silksong might be there.
That'd be sick.
Some more indies, you know?
Yeah.
More day one Game Pass.
A lot of day one Game Pass. They're gonna. I mean, yeah. I think that's my next thing I wanted to talk about, or at least just throw out there into the just the ether and just see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
They'll definitely talk about Game Pass. They'll definitely just chime on like how successful it's been as a business model for them, how it's worked out for them, and they're gonna add something else to it since they are so invested in that. And I don't know what that new thing is going to be. But if it moves people in a certain way, I think it could also kind of like help them in their like own way. Whether that be like, I mean, I'm not gonna say like a dedicated handheld for just streaming because we already have that, in every aspect. But I mean, I always like go for like let's get like a dedicated like handheld that plays natively. But they kind of have it now with Game Pass PC specifically.
I mean, sky's the limit with them, no?
Yeah, they have much more accessibility since they've been trying to implement other like applications of Game Pass and cloud gaming to other like devices, so you don't even need a console or a PC to play these games. It's actually really crazy to even think about that, but if they find a way to make that even better than it already like promises, then that'd be another aspect just to kind of keep an eye out for, and not just the games. Although the games are super important. But yeah.
Another thing I want to bring up is that this is them still fighting for Activision, right? Like this is not.
Yeah.
So like, imagine if they had already locked the deal in with Activision.
Oh my God.
Much crazier the show would have been.
Mm-hmm.
You know, getting a new Call of Duty announcement here, getting the any potential like new like anything Activision.
Yeah.
And new Overwatch news, new Diablo news, anything.
Yeah,
anything
that would have been too. Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been huge. But you know,
it is what it is. They couldn't really.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Which means if the show is a dank show, if it's a damn good show, even without the Activision stuff, clearly then Phil was right. They only wanted Activision to get the games out faster.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't need Activision, which is cool. That's what I want to see. So I think it's time to finally show what the first party studios are doing.
Yes.
Like that's the big thing for me. Is PlayStation didn't. They showed these weird CG trailers for new IPs that didn't really have any meaning or necessary. Like they're just bad. And Spider-Man, which is saving grace. But
yeah.
We're ready. I'm ready for the Xbox showcase tomorrow. It's gonna be such a damn good show.
Yeah.
And then Starfield, obviously. Starfield is gonna.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people are either like yay or nay on that one. I think I kind of sit a little bit more towards the yay side. I think it's gonna. I think it's exactly what you expect from like a Bethesda game, like for its era. But what about the new era? That's like the question. Like, how polished up can we get it? Since
I was gonna say this is the first Bethesda Game Studios new IP since, Fallout 3, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So interesting. I'm really looking forward to seeing this new big RPG from the big Bethesda studio, the ones that made Skyrim. God damn it! Like,
right.
You know what I mean? There's no way. Let's not talk about Fallout 76, but I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do. I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to seeing Starfield for 30 minutes and really showing me why I want to play it. You
Yeah.
know, that's what I need to know. It's because the original gameplay trailer was fine, but it just looks like Fallout in space. I need to actually see something that is different and why I want to play Starfield. And I hope that the Starfield Direct shows me that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we talked about, obviously we talked about Persona and it's gonna have a presence there, like as like a third party. Can you think of any other third parties that might show up as well?
There was that
And why is it
rumor
Bandai
for
Namco?
Bandai Namco is gonna definitely show up. Somebody, not to like steal someone's like prediction, but like people online were saying, what if Devil May Cry 6 shows up there?
What the fuck? Whoa.
Because Devil May Cry 5 was at the Xbox showcase that last time they announced it.
It's funny you should say that, like, because the next thing I was gonna say was obviously there's Exo Primal.
Exo Primal might have a big presence there
because
yeah.
it is also Game Pass. And I was just thinking, like, Capcom in general seems to be pretty buddy with like Game Pass. So
Capcom is just buddy with people. I mean, I think they're more buddy with PlayStation when it comes to their legacy titles, but they're newer, like experimental ones.
True.
Like, I know that Monday is the Capcom show, right?
Oh yeah.
But what if tomorrow they got Pragmata?
What the? Oh my god.
That's a game I'm surprised didn't show up at Summer Games Fest.
Or well, I guess like PlayStation would also. There would have been a chance too.
What if Pragmata is the one they're gonna show here? That'd be kind of nuts. I ain't gonna lie. But like, I think Devil May Cry 6 would be fun, especially because it'd be they're showing Japanese developers on Xbox, something that has been people have been crying for a while, other than Bandai Namco, because Bandai Namco is holding the Japanese ship hard over there.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think Bamco is gonna show up with some stuff. I obviously they always do.
It's true.
What else? What's another one? Do you think Cyberpunk's DLC is gonna be there? Phantom Liberty?
I have not like kept track of that, but I could see that.
Maybe the Witcher remake?
That would be crazy. Whoa, CD Project help! They have Keanu Reeves show up once again
for The Witcher. Oh my god. Let's see.
CD Project Red, but it's not.
Yeah, there's a lot of possibilities tomorrow. I third party is really hard to predict because it's like
it could be anyone.
It could be anyone.
Mm-hmm.
It could totally be anybody. But I think that's it for predictions.
I guess so.
Finalized predictions. All right, Justin. Before we end this,
yeah.
I want your the longest shot you've ever thrown. I want the wildest thing that would literally make you say that the showcase tomorrow is a 10 out of 10.
Oh shit.
I want you to think like it was the craziest fucking thing in the world.
Scarlet Nexus 2. That's it. It's done. Not even first party. Third party, Scarlet Nexus 2.
That actually could happen, and that's the really craziest part of that prediction. Is that really could happen? Yo, that would be hype, dude. That'd be so hype. Like,
it's a wrap for me. We just
talked about Bamco showing up. Yeah, dude, that'd be so hype.
Nexus 2. You got me.
You got me. I was gonna say my big prediction is always if I'm gonna, I have two, but the big one that I always throw out, and I will always hold on to this dream, but I'm never gonna fucking get it, is a new Banjo-Kazooie.
Okay.
But since I like to let that dream die as much as F-Zero, yep, I think Perfect Dark showing up would be my long shot. If Perfect Dark shows up, dude, fuck. Oh, buddy. Ooh.
I think, I don't have Perfect Dark experience, so I can't really share that level of excitement, but Banjo-Kazooie shows up, that'd be...
Hey, you know what? I like Killer Instinct 2. Let's go.
Oh my
Fuck it.
god. Oh my
Fuck it.
god. Whoa, whoa.
Fuck it. You want a dank fighting game? You want something to compete with Street Fighter 6? Killer Instinct 2.
Holy
That's how you do it.
Oh
Bro,
my god.
if they showed off Killer Instinct 2, we live in a year where we're getting Street Fighter 6, Tekken 8, Mortal Kombat 1, and Killer Instinct 2.
Make me act up.
I already acted up thinking about it.
That's
I already
crazy.
acted up. That's the problem. Dog, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about Killer Instinct.
Yeah, any of those three, I'm in.
Whoa, dude.
I'm not gonna hold hope. I only hold hope for Fable, but yeah.
Well, I believe that's everything then.
That's a wrap.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty sure that's everything on the itinerary.
Okay. Well, I guess that's gonna be it. Everyone, gather your celestial circles and start like hoping. Get your valuable materials. Line them up.
Yep, I'm getting my perfect dark games out right now. It's only 2 games, so I don't know how I can make a circle, but I'll figure it out. You know what? Rare replay counts. Fuck it. I'm gonna put it in there.
I was gonna say, I just said line pieces up. And I was like, no. Square's not buddy like that.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna simmer that one down. I'm just gonna.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, the problem is Kingdom Hearts 3 was there at one point.
Yeah, that's true. So it's let's just not do that.
No, I don't think so.
Unless it's something else that's been hidden away from
Fantasy 7 Remake.
I mean, you said that. I didn't say that.
I mean, I just don't think it will be there.
Yeah.
That sounds like something Square would just be like, "Hey, by the way, it's finally coming to Xbox."
Well, that's true. They do that with PC too.
I don't think it's gonna be a big thing. I don't want that to be there. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I don't want as much as Mark would love 7 Remake on Xbox.
Oh.
I think.
Oh, sorry. This guy overheated. Continue.
Oh, okay. I think it's just not meant for the showcase. Like that would just waste time. And we have a precious 1 hour and a half to show off these games. So I just don't think. I don't think we can do Final Fantasy 7 Remake like that. There, I just don't want it there. Nah,
that's fair.
I was gonna say Rebirth, but then I was like, no, that's PS5 only.
Yeah, and they already had like contractual obligation for that, so they couldn't even announce that. That'd be hype as hell, but they couldn't do it.
But yeah, no, I'm done. That's all I got.
Okay. All right, then. Well, with my face cam turned off, we'll go ahead and end here. Guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. For this episode of DangIT Prodcast has been episode 462. My name is Justin.
And I'm Philip.
And thanks for watching, everybody. #bye, everybody.
See you tomorrow.